Imagine this. The sirens are wailing. The sky turns a sick shade of red. Cities vanish in blinding flashes. And the world as we know it starts to collapse. But far above the chaos, somewhere at 40,000 feet, there's no panic, no fear. Just silence and power dot, because if the world falls into nuclear war, it won't be superheroes saving the day. It won't be billionaires in bunkers tweeting from their doomsday mansions. The real rulers, they're flying above us, quiet, unseen, untouchable. These aren't your average aircraft. They're not even military jets in the way you might think. These are airborne war rooms, command centers disguised as planes. Each one equipped to not only survive the end of the world, but to rule what comes after. You've probably heard of Air Force One, but trust me, what you're about to learn goes far beyond anything Hollywood could dream up. These jets don't just carry presidents or kings. They carry the power to push a button and reshape history. And the scariest part? They're flying over our heads right now. Let's take a journey through the clouds and into the belly of the most terrifyingly powerful planes in the world. The flying Kremlin, Vladimir Putin's sky fortress. Let's start in Russia. More specifically with Vladimir Putin, who doesn't just walk into a plane. He enters a mobile fortress, a flying nerve center of Russia's entire nuclear arsenal. It's officially called the IL-96-300 view, unofficially. It's the flying Kremlin. From the outside, it might fool you. It looks like a commercial plain soft white and blue paint, nothing flashy. But step inside and everything changes. Inside, it's a military bunker with wings. There are armored chambers, soundproof war rooms, and direct encrypted links to Russian military headquarters, but here's where it gets spine-chilling. Putin can launch a nuclear strike from that chair. Literally, his seat hand stitched from fireproof, electromagnetic shielded synthetic fibers is more of a command throne than anything else. And it sits atop a floor designed to absorb blasts from enemy attacks. If Putin needed to press that button, he wouldn't need to land. The plane is the battlefield with defense systems that blind incoming missiles, jam radar, and scramble communications. It's almost invisible in a fight. And just in case biological warfare breaks out, there's an internal medical bay, sealed tight, stocked with emergency rations, and ready for lockdown. This isn't transportation. It's survival with teeth. Air Force One, America's sky. Bring next we travel west. Let's talk about the one plane most people have heard of, but few truly understand: Air Force One. If the United States were to descend into chaos, nuclear war, a government collapse, an alien invasion, whatever where, would the president go? Not into a bunker, not into hiding. Into the sky. Air Force One isn't just a presidential jet. It's the brain of the entire US government during a crisis. At 4,000 square feet, it's basically a flying Pentagon. Inside, there's a surgical, medical center, a war room, and a communication system so secure that even NASA's encrypted lines are jealous. With 85 secure phone lines, encrypted satellite links, and a direct path to the Pentagon, the president can run the country without ever touching ground. Even more wild, it has food for 2,000 people and can fly for days. If it needs to no one gets in unless they're top brass. No signals leak out. And no one, not even the military below, makes the call without this plane. When the president boards, he's not just a man anymore. He becomes the central decision maker of the free world. With every second in the air, he carries the weight of global peace or the spark of global war. And it's flying every single day, the Golden Sky Palace, King Solomon's royal jet now. Let's talk royalty. And gold. If power in Russia is hidden behind steel, and in the US it's behind technology, then in Saudi Arabia, it floats on a bed of luxury. King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud doesn't travel in just any jet. He rides in a $600 million floating palace. Forget what you know about luxury. This isn't a private jet. This is Versailles with wings. The Boeing 747-400 has been transformed into a palace in the sky. Every doorframe, Gold. Every ceiling trim. Gold. Even the carpet edges glint with 24-karat accents. There's a chandelier swaying gently at 30,000 feet because apparently even gravity bows to royalty. Each chair is tailor-made for a specific member of the royal family, designed for posture, comfort, and presence. But don't think it's all style with no substance. This plane is armored, bulletproof, missile-resistant, with an anti-tracking system that makes it nearly impossible to follow. It's not just beautiful. It's untouchable. The King's plane isn't a flex. It's a message, while the rest of the world scrambles. The House of Saud rules literally from above. The silent ghost, Kim Jong-un's mysterious sky. Disguise, but the story that might surprise you most comes from North Korea. Kim Jong-un, the world's most secretive leader, doesn't travel in one plane. He travels in 3, all identical, all flying different routes. And no one, sometimes not even his own team, knows which one he's in. Each plane is an old Soviet-era IL-62. They look outdated, plunky, but once you're inside, it's a completely different world. We're talking fine Russian leather, walnut, wood conference tables, silver inlaid furniture, private cigar lounges, and even a prayer room with a silk carpeted floor. It's luxury, but in shadows. And that's intentional. Kim doesn't need flash. His plane doesn't have gold or spas or crystal chandeliers. What it has is silence, secrecy. Western radars call it the ghost jet. Because every time one of these planes takes off, it disappears from the grid. No pings, no trace. It's like it never left the ground. The communication system, fully encrypted, totally offline, unhackable. This isn't about looking powerful. It's about being invisible. While the world looks up and wonders where he is, he's already landed. Power at 40,000 feet when we talk about world leaders. We often think of their palaces, their speeches, their tanks and armies, but the true center of control, it's in the sky. These planes aren't built for comfort. They're built for continuity. If everything below burns, these aircraft keep running, keep deciding, keep ruling. Some fly with gold, some with silence, but all with one goal: stay alive, stay in control, and never come down unless it's safe. From Putin's flying command center to the high-tech core of the US presidency, to a golden kingdom floating above Saudi sands, to the ghost ship of Pyongyang. These are the real thrones of modern rulers, and they're above us right now. So, who really survives the end of the world? It's not the rich. It's not the influencers or survivalists. It's not the guy with a bunker full of maize and bottled water. It's those who rule from the sky. Because when it all goes wrong, the real leaders don't go underground. They go up into secure command planes that don't just defy gravity. They defy collapse. In these flying fortresses. Global strategies unfold. Missiles launch. Lives are decided. And history is rewritten all at 40,000 feet. So the next time you see a jet streak across the sky and think, I wonder who's in there, you might be looking at the last person who gets to make the call when the rest of us are looking for shelter. Thanks for flying with us through the hidden world of airborne power. Which of these command planes blew your mind the most? Putin's armored tech beast, Kim's ghost jet, or the Golden Sky Palace? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to keep discovering the world's most unbelievable secrets and stories, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Because up here, the truth is stranger than fiction.